All right, we're going to do a second compression check on this. We did an initial compression check before we ever fired it. And a couple of cylinders were a little bit low, but after running it a couple times and running a couple of heat cycles through it, we're going to do a second compression check and see where we are. Hopefully those couple cylinders that were a little bit low have come up some. They might have gone down because we had a bunch of oil in the cylinders. Oil in the cylinders tends to raise compression. But let's see what we have. All right, we're going to start with number one.
How long you want to crank it?
I'll say when. Okay, crank her up. That's good. All right, number one is now 115.
Where'd our paper go?
It's right here.
You got a pen?
Okay. Yeah, number one was 95, so it's come up to 115. Let's see here. Okay.
Apparently I got stuck in there.
Yeah.
One thing I'd like to add is that every spark plug here is the same beautiful, the engine's running excellent.
Okay.
So now we'll do pressure.
Number three, if I can find the hole. There we go. Fire her up. Okay. Okay, number three is at, let's almost say 75. It was 70, but it's come up to 75.
And that was the one that was pretty gnarly.
Yeah, that's the hole that was all rusted up, keeping it from making a full revolution. So it's come up 5 pounds already.
Yep.
As it runs some more, those rings seat into that cylinder a little bit better, it'll probably come up some more. Get a few miles on this engine.
We get the rings away from the piston.
Yeah.
Stuck to the piston.
Yeah, that's very possible. They've seized in the ring grooves. Okay, cylinder 5. Go ahead and hit it. We are right at 100 on that. Well, that one went down 5 pounds. It was 105, now it's 100.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's probably an anomaly.
Yeah.
Variation.
I have a quick question.
What's that, Tammy?
When you take it out, why do you take air out of
I'll
the...
show you after we do this one.
Okay,
Okay?
got it.
See, this is a rubber thing that seals. I put that in the spark plug, and this rubber is softer than the metal, and it'll seal to that. And the compression from the engine comes in here and makes this needle go up.
Okay.
Locked in.
Yep. And I'll show you that. I think I'll go ahead and show you right now. There's a little Schrader valve in there. And this is basically a one-way valve. It lets the air go this way but not come back out. That's how the needle can come up and then not just fall right back down.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Got it.
And then after we do this, I'll show you how we relieve the pressure from it. Okay, hit her.
Ooh,
Okay, we are at, it looks like that's about 130. So we had 135 before. Now we're 130. That may have just, maybe because it had oil in it before,
Yeah.
now it doesn't. Okay? Okay, now, to relieve the pressure on this, take this little valve, this little tip right here, just push it in, and that opens that up, that valve up, and lets the
air-
pressure, lets the pressure come out of there. Okay, let's go over to this side. And down this side, we got, remember, 2, 4, 6, 8.
yeah.
Okay. All right, number 2, hit her. Okay, we're at 110 on that.
And you were at 65.
We were at 65, so that one came up a bunch.
That's good.
That's very good. Okay. Number 4, oops, I need to. Okay, number 4.
Ready?
You ready? That's good. We're at 100 on that one. And we were at 90 before, so that came up 10 pounds. That's good. Okay, number 6, hitter. Okay, number 6 is looking like 85. And we had 110 before. I'll tell you what, let's do that one again. Just to see if maybe I'll, okay, hitter. Yep, we're still, well, we came up to 90. Let's call it 90. It was 110 before, so we've lost 20 pounds there. There again, that could be the fact that it had the cylinder was oiled down. Okay, number 8. Let's go for it. Yep. That's looking like 115. We lost some there. We had 140 before, so we got 115.
So what does all this mean?
Okay. What this means is this is the amount of cranking compression that we have in the engine. Okay? You have static compression, which is a mathematical formula, otherwise known as compression ratio. And that is the volume of the cylinder when it is at top dead center versus the volume in the cylinder when the piston's all the way at the bottom. Okay, let's say you have 100 units when the piston is at the bottom of the cylinder. Okay, when it's at the top of the cylinder, you're going to have just the volume that's in the combustion chamber and that little bit of volume that's in the compressed head gasket, and any volume that the piston is below the deck of the engine, and any valve reliefs or dishes in the piston, that's your combined volume of your combustion area. Okay, you take that, let's say that is 10 units. We divide those 10 units into the 100 units that you have when the piston's all the way at the bottom, and that would be a compression ratio of 10 to 1. Okay, if let's say the compression ratio was only 8 to 1, there's going to be less squeeze to make that fuel and air mixture go bang. Okay, the more you squeeze that fuel and air mixture, the bigger it's going to go bang when you hit it with spark.
Okay.
Okay, engine. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow. The 4 cycles of an internal combustion engine. I know that sounds dirty, but it's not. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow. The tighter you squeeze it, the more power you're going to get. The harder the engine can suck, the more air and fuel goes down there, the bigger the bang, the more power you get. You know, so the more you can suck, more power. The more you can squeeze, more power. The bang, when the hotter your spark, or the better combustion, which deals with the flame travel inside the engine, the more power you make. The blow part, these exhaust headers here, they flow better than factory cast iron exhaust manifolds, and the exhaust system that comes off them. If you have an efficient system on there, it's going to require less effort from the engine to blow everything out of it. More power. So everything you can do to improve each one of those cycles of the 4-cycle engine can improve the performance of it.
Okay.
Okay. Got any other questions?
No.
Okay.
They stop it?
Did I miss something? Did I miss something?
The only thing I can add, Steve, is the reason why the compression ratio or the PSI numbers here matter
Uh-huh.
is because that's just showing
Yes.
actually what is going on in the cylinder, how much PSI we're building.
Right.
And so the relationship here shows us that every cylinder's actually, when you look at it now where it was, we're now all in close to the 100 range.
Yeah.
We only have 3 that's still
Yeah.
finicky.
You want these all 8 cylinders, this compression numbers to be as closely matching as possible. That means the engine's healthy, that there's not like when we started, this number 2 cylinder was only 65 pounds, where this cylinder was 140 and this one was 135.
Yeah.
So this one was down, it didn't have as much squeeze to it.
Okay.
Okay, it could have been a little bit of carbon or debris or something under one of the valves. It could have been you're getting some stuff blowing by the piston rings. It could have been any of a number of things. But ideally, you want these numbers as high as possible to a certain extent.
and as evenly as possible.
And it is even between all cylinders as possible. So we're doing pretty good. We've got our right now our lowest cylinder is 75. Our highest one is 130.
Okay.
So it's better. And as this engine runs, it'll probably get better than that.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, when it gets water in the block, it'll be more
Yeah.
consistent.
Yep.
It'll come up and heat, and it'll be cooled with water, and it'll be more consistent all throughout.
Okay.
But it doesn't have any water in it now, so it's just kind of dry,
Yeah.
dry
Yep.
heat.
Can I button to the button?
Yeah. You can go ahead and pause it.